In Sri Lanka, nearly 15% of the population is affected by some form of disability. Children and youth are the most vulnerable and impacted as they are constantly overlooked and excluded, making the prospect of living a normal life an overwhelming challenge. Inadequate facilities for early detection of disabilities, lack of assistive technologies and devices, poor access to specialized services, as well as an enriching environment, are commonly found to be the reasons barring children and youth with disability from earning their place in society. Lack of knowledge, the right attitude, and practical experience among relevant service providers obstruct progress towards promoting self-dignity and self-reliance. Community-based Inclusive Development Initiative, funded by Lipoid Stiftung, aims to address these gaps through life potential transforming connections towards realizing inclusion for children and youth with disability and sustainable livelihoods for their caregivers. CBID program focuses on 3 key intervention areas: health, education and vocational training, empowerment. Under health, the focus was on disability prevention, emphasizing on reducing the onset of disability in children through preemptive treatments following early detection screenings. In cases of identified disability, rehabilitation services and assistive devices are provided. During Phase 2 of Lipoid Project, 25 medical camps were conducted with 1,357 participants. 799 rehabilitation plans were made, and 15 assistive devices were provided. Education and vocational training. Upskilling and empowering youth with disabilities with viable skills is the next area of attention. 137 youth with disabilities were given career guidance with the support of Social Services Department, and 132 youth with disabilities have been referred to vocational training for further skill development. And, by maintaining close engagement with the private and public sector, partnerships were formed to further align the skill sets of youth with disabilities to reflect current market demands, thereby making them employment ready. It is not simply enough to empower children and youth with disability. It is equally important to empower and strengthen caregivers and the supporting services framework. Livelihood options were provided for more than 242 caregivers, allowing them to enjoy financial freedom and a greater self-worth while fulfilling their responsibilities as caregivers. The final focus area is also the most holistically inclined and reflects the core ambition of the CBID initiative, which is empowerment. 23 disabled persons organizations were founded, and 95 self-help groups were formed and functioning. The empowerment of all stakeholders and establishing unity within the ecosystem of disability inclusion ultimately paved the way for children and youth with disability to conquer opportunities that were previously beyond their physical limits. With Lipoid Stiftung's envisioned outcomes, people with disabilities will be able to enjoy their human rights and live life to its fullest potential. To continue lighting smiles of hope. This is Lipoid's purpose. This is Lipoid's mission.